All right. All right. Live. Good, good, good. Okay, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to another showcase for Infinite. We have Shianti with us.
Hello, hello.
Just get a shot of you saying name, where you're from, what do you do?
My name is Shianti. I'm from Pololo Valley, currently living in Kaneohe. I am a R&B singer. R&B singer, I do hip hop, and I'm 27 years old.
Let's see here. So when we started this, I hit you up. It was probably like April or May, and now that we're here, let's see. Did you feel like you gained anything new during this experience?
Yeah, I think so. I feel like I definitely gained a lot of. It's my first time playing with a live band. So
right.
I think with that, working with everybody, definitely put a lot into gear for me when it comes to like, okay, this is how it goes when we perform with live, and it's honestly a really cool experience because hearing it with the backtrack,
very different
compared
and you
to
haven't worked with everybody, right? Like you just met Eli. I think you just started working with J Drums. Like you just met him a couple shows before that,
right, at the IA
and then
show.
And for me, I had met Tony and Boris through Alicia, so it was a different experience because I know how important it is for chemistry when it comes to a band, especially for performers. So for me too, I learned a lot of things. I never orchestrated or put together a set or show with one band for all of the performers. It was a huge challenge because I was like, I don't know, I kind of like this tiny desk idea, but with the classroom desks and all of that. But I know how crucial it is for chemistry when you're making art, music, and all of that. But what were some of the challenges that you have experienced during this whole process?
I guess just keeping up and learning to be more vocal, and like working with a band, you have to really, as an artist, work with them on how you want it to sound, and because everything's so production, and I haven't done anything with a band, that's something that I learned, is to just take the lead and work with the drummer and tell them how you want it to sound.
Projecting what you hear and what you see and telling somebody else that, and seeing if you guys hear the same thing or see the same thing is very hard.
and for a long time I quiet, so
right.
It helped a lot to be more vocal in the music form of working with a team.
Right. Me and you have never worked together before.
Yeah, it's first time.
Yeah, so I'm very grateful. I've always been a fan outside, just watching you.
Thank you.
I wanted you to be able to experience being with a live band. And I think watching you rehearse was something special. Just being able to see you utilize, and whenever Boris had some effects with his guitar and you guys were locking eyes, just seeing that happen, just like them locking eyes and being like, that, I like that. And then you have Jay, who's very excited, and Eli, he's also a producer, so it's very different when we have so many different ears and we're all playing. But just watching you every single rehearsal and grow and change the sound of certain songs, even for Feels Good, that little rework that you did, I was like, we got to keep that. Like, I want that.
Cool. Yeah, that was really cool. I was like, yep, that's the one.
Yeah, that was very fun. Let's see, there was another thing that I was gonna ask you. How old are you now? 27.
27. Okay, just turned.
And before we did work together, you did mention that you had like a hiatus. You took like a year off.
Yeah.
Right? How is that now coming into this?
It really put a lot into perspective for me. Like having that time gone to work on my own kuleanas at home and within myself, really now coming back with a fresh mindset and a fresh goal, like a reworked goal in mind. Like it feels like a lot more structured for me, I guess. You know what I mean? Like it's like, okay, this is it, this is kind of like what it is. And I think it was much needed. And I'm just excited to be back.
Yes, we all are. We're always good, and music's always gonna be there.
Yeah.
Define art.
Define art. Well, for me at least, art has always been my way of self-expression. I feel like for everybody too, you know, we always, as artists, we find our music is something that's our therapy and our clutch. So it's limitless for me. For art, like it's limitless. There's no I just say, like, you know, you just go with what your heart feels and what you're feeling in that moment, and let that drive you. But yeah, art is vast. There's no stopping art. And
like you said, it's limitless. There's no perfect answer for that.
Yeah, there's no perfect answer. I think you can't really, I can't really decipher what is art.
It's just what it is.
It's just what it is, you know. It just comes.
Now you're 27. If you could give the 20-year-old you advice, what would it be?
That's a heavy one. Fuck. If I could give the 20,
like if I was the 20-year-old you,
yeah,
what advice would you give to me?
Just be yourself. Yeah, just be yourself.
But it's hard.
It's hard. It's definitely hard. Yeah, it's definitely hard when you first you're coming up and you're around so many different collectives and artists, and sometimes you feel like you have to keep up, but I feel like if you do that, you just crash and burn. You know, just be yourself and enjoy the moment. Don't put too much pressure on yourself. Don't drive your art with ego. Really just drive it with passion.
Okay.
And I think that will make you very successful, you know?
Yeah.
Just really do it because your goal in the beginning was because it was passion. And just be yourself. Of course. Yeah.
Now, with that being said, as you get older, our mind just kind of starts expanding. Right. And then we start developing certain things like insecurities, anxiety, and all of that. How do you, as an artist, cancel out the noise?
How do I cancel?
I still practice this every day. I still try to figure this out every day. Because that noise is also you, right? It's just like, oh my gosh.
Your mind plays a lot of tricks on you.
Yes.
I mean, it plays a lot of tricks on you, and then sometimes it tells you, you know, puts you in this box of how you should mold yourself.
How do you cancel out the noise?
How do I cancel out the noise? I think for me at least, like, I don't know. I had a lot of noise in the beginning. Now it's just kind of like, now that I'm more out of my shell, really like just be who you are. Especially taking that hiatus, kind of just like.
So in other words, take the time you need.
Yeah.
If you need to get away from people.
Take the time you need to reflect on yourself. I feel like if it comes to a lot of noise, you got to jump out. If there's too much noise in your head going on, you gotta jump out and take a little break for a little bit. And that's all mental health stuff too, you know. So it helps a lot. Now coming back, it's just like, this is me. You know.
I don't care anymore.
I just like, whatever. Like, we're just making music and we love it, you know.
Yes. Okay, so this next part, I'm gonna ask you multiple different questions. Okay. It's gonna be like a compilation type of video where I'm asking like this or that. Okay. All right. I'm gonna warm it up with a little bit. Which fast food chain has the best fries?
Which fast food chain?
Yeah.
I have to go with Burger King.
Same. I think Burger King has really good fries. Good. I think McDonald's is just nostalgic for me.
Yeah.
But
it has a specific taste, McDonald's, but like Burger King is got a lot of potato in it. Yeah.
For anyone that lives outside of Hawaii, we just got a Chick-fil-A, so you guys can just chill out.
Yeah.
We just got a Chick-fil-A. But Burger King feels like more like a real French fries.
Yeah, even their burgers too. Like it feels like it just came off the grill.
Yes. Okay. Favorite poke spot?
I would say my favorite poke spot would be Off the Hook Poke.
Where's that?
In Manoa.
Okay. What's your favorite thing to get there?
My favorite thing the ginger poke. Shout out to Daju for putting me onto that.
Shout out Daju.
I was like fast. I was just like mind blown eating that. I was like, I've never had it before, but it's so fresh.
Okay. Coffee or tea?
Coffee.
Okay. Night or day?
Daytime.
I feel like I know the answer to this one. City or countryside?
Country.
Okay. How do you like your eggs cooked? How do you like your eggs cooked?
If it's with a loco moco, over easy, but other than that, scrambled.
Okay. Now, when you're making musubis, do you like it fully wrapped or just that center strip of nori?
Fully
wrapped. Okay,
yeah.
Okay. When making cereal, what do you put first? What do you pour in your bowl first? Cereal.
I'm sorry, if you pour in the milk first, you're crazy.
You see,
if you pour the milk in first.
you see, like Joey's in the background and he's like, "You guys are sick." And the thing is, I feel like the same way they feel for me, it's the ratio. I pour in my cereal first and then my milk. And if I need to pour in more milk, I need to.
Yeah.
And I don't like my cereal to get soggy. But that is some people's same arguments. Like they
I love soggy cereal.
I don't really like it soggy.
Soggy Fruit Loops are the best.
Okay, we're gonna wrap it up. Is there any shout outs or thank yous you'd like to?
Yeah. I would love to thank you for putting this on. First of all, thank you for having me here. I definitely want to shout out Fly. Wait.
Oh yeah, Fly High. Yes.
Fly High, and Lorena.
Fake. Yeah. Oh yes,
Fake.
Lorena.
Lorena.
Yes.
She has these dope, amazing, portraits right here. It's beautiful.
See. Fake brand. Osna.
Osnizzle. Osna for having us here and welcoming us into your studio. And yeah.
Anything coming up that we should be prepared for?
I have something during this showcase that's gonna be something little sneak peek.
Okay.
So something like that, yeah. Definitely trying to focus on creating a new EP for next year. So that's
Sounds
something
good.
to be.
So we'll be on the lookout for that, Shianti. This showcase content coming up and her new album next year.
Yes.
Thank you so much,
Thank
Shianti.
you.
Thank
so
you.
much.
Thank you, Chris.
Thanks, Chris. Yes, Chris.
All right.
Perfect. Thank you.